So what is up everyone? Today I want to show you how to repair your Apple Pro mouse. Stay tuned. So guys, I have a problem. What you can see here is my black Apple Pro mouse and it stopped working. So I discovered that the lead has a problem. Especially it is the adapter here up front. It was broken off, so I tried to fix it by gluing it back together, but it really didn't work out very well. So my plan is to repair this mouse, but you might ask, why do I want to repair it? So I used this mouse with my graphite Apple keyboard, which belongs to my iMac G4, which is the 20-inch model, and it is the highest spec one. So I really need the black mouse because of the styling. It really belongs to my iMac, so I'm quite keen to get it repaired. I could also buy a new one, but you mostly will find the white ones, which are there are quite a lot of them and they are quite cheap, but the really sought after ones are the black ones, and so I'm trying to repair it. So what you see here is a functioning white Apple Pro mouse, which I already took apart. I thought this is something that I do before out of camera, so that I can figure out how it functions. And yes, what I will do is I will salvage parts of this white Apple Pro mouse to bring back my old my old black one. So let's find out how to do that. So I want to show you first the problems that we have with this mouse. Most of the parts of this mouse are glued, so you will need a sharp knife and very precision toolings to complete this job. And yeah, the main problem I had in this process was, after being at this stage, to get this ring off the plastic housing of the white housing, so that the clear plastic insert can go out. So you see there are those wings, and those wings are the problematics. Yeah, it is quite fiddly, and it takes a lot of time to do to get this out of there. Okay, so let's start the process of disassembling the black mouse. So what you will need is a sharp knife. The first process is to cut in the groove down here between the clear acrylics and the graphite plastic to separate the front from the ring. So I will do that right now. What you actually can do first is remove the white ring. Just go inside there. Just be careful that you don't damage anything. Finally. That took ages. But we are finally done. The top casing came off. Whew. So now the second part begins, and here we can have a look at another part of the damage. I hopefully can show you that. Let's have a look. Wrong way. Yes, there you go. There the cable is split, and the other damage is around here. Yes, there you can see it. There's a split in the adapter, and there is another one. I glued them together, but it didn't help. So now let's come to the next part. Let's zoom right out. Okay. What's interesting, what I didn't notice is that this graphite one is a see-through model. So it is actually see-through. I didn't recognize that. I thought it was pure blacklight, like that one, which is pure white and you can't see through. So let's have a look. Okay, what we now have to do is we have to separate, like in here, separate those two parts from the acrylic parts down there. So here on that part, in here and in here, there are two tabs which hold those parts together. We will have to fiddle with them later on. So let's start firstly with cutting around this edge in here. It is glued in places, not everywhere, just at a few parts. But you have to find out where this is. And really be careful not to damage the parts and don't hurt yourself. You really need to have a really sharp knife, so really don't hurt yourself. So what you can see is I have a lot of problems this time getting those two separated. So what I will do now is I will cut here in there to get this one out, and then hopefully we can get the other one out as well. So let's go back to work. I have a small saw. It's actually just the blade of a saw, and now I on my word. That was really hard this time. Last time it wasn't that hard, and I'm really not sure why. Okay. So what's holding all this together is just this clip here. So you unleash it, this comes off, you unplug this cable, the board comes out. So now we have this entire thing disassembled. So what we can see is those boards are the same. There is not one difference between them. So those mice really are the same. So let's have a look. We really need to find out a way to get this cable out of here and bring a new one in. So we will have to address this front part. Let me figure that out. Okay guys, so this was a harder process than the first one. I had to cut the black part 3 times. One up front here for the cable and 2 times down here. So now, after cleaning, I am back on the reassembly. So let's do this together. First thing to do is I take the cable from the other mouse and pull it through here, paying attention that none of the cables get broken or anything. So, the next thing to do is I have to push this part through here so that it goes in there. Something like that. Now the second part. Okay, now it's in place. That's amazing. Okay. So, the next thing to do is we have to clean this part up. Actually, let's adjust the camera angle a bit. Out. So what you can see is the LED lights up, which is always a good sign. Now let's have a look if everything is working fine. So, and there it works. Hope you can see that. Yes, you can. That's amazing. So now we can put everything together. Sorry guys, my camera just suddenly turned itself off. And yeah, so I've made a bit of progress and I want to show you what I did. It was harder than I thought it would, but it really works. So you see, the problem is there is here, this notch has to go in there, up in front there, and you have to do this. If you don't, then you won't have a click, and you really have to do this. It's quite harsh, but after a lot of fiddling it now works. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of gluing on the parts that will need it. Let's have a look. This really does. We are finished. We successfully rescued this mouse. So, but you can see it's not without its faults. It's quite a hard process, It looks good, it works amazing, but we have a few little rough edges. So you can see, let's adjust it. You can see we have here a piece cut through, another one in front there, another one in front there. But it now is working and I love it. And I can use it with my iMac G4. So that was the process how to rebuild, clean and repair a black Apple Pro mouse. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.